everyone. Welcome to the After 8 show with special guest today will be William Smith on the panel, ready and gearing up. And I'm going to introduce you to some of our resident panels. That is the Queen of Philadelphia. That's our one and only Tanquay Haywood, a queen.
Hello there, darling. How are you?
I am wonderful, even more wonderful to see you. I'm loving this week's afro.
Yes. Blonde. I had to bring out the blonde.
Well, what can I say? Beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. Looking sensational as always. And then we have the king of independent reggae and dance all, the one other than DJ Boozadelic from magnet-radio.com. Welcome, DJ.
Very large up to y'all. How you doing, my sister?
All right.
Tanqueray. I can't see Tanqueray on my end. I just see your name.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mistress of the dark right now.
Today, the gremlins are out today because I can see Tanquay very clearly.
I can see you.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, look at that. Love the brown, the blonde.
Thank you. Yes.
You got too much tint in your glasses, DJ Boozadelic.
Well, you know, I got to put on the sunglasses to see who they ain't looking at.
I like that.
No, the screen is actually causing them to tint, I guess, because these are the auto tints.
Wonderful. The rest of our panel will be joining us. Gary from Sounds of Blackness, he will be joining us very soon. And also DJ One will be joining us. And what we're going to do? What are we going to do to reprimand them, the latecomers? Yay! Not really.
They have to do push-ups.
Yeah!
On camera.
Yeah, on camera.
Have you seen Gary Hines? He is a fitness man.
Yeah, I got to check out them guns on that video that you played last week. It was a quick gun. I was like, man, my boy got some pythons up there.
I was actually looking for DJ One to do them push-ups. That's who I was, you know.
Stop it, thank you. We're gonna get, when DJ One comes on, we're gonna get him to do some press ups. Oh, wonderful. And we have got gospel soul artists, a wonderful gospel artist. Is he ready? William Smith, are you ready for us? Oh, yes. So here you are, William Smith, our guest on the After 8 show. Hello, William.
Hello.
Greetings and salutations, brothers and sisters.
All right.
Peace
Big
and
ups, my
love.
brother. Welcome to the show.
I am so delighted and happy to be here.
We're honored.
Oh, man. Right on. Thank you.
We are so happy to have you here as a fellow guest panel member. Yes, indeed. So we'll be talking about all sorts of subject matters today.
Do you do push-ups, William?
Oh, you know, I haven't worked out in quite some time. I mean, physically,
Okay.
but psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, I work out daily.
All right.
You know, I was just talking to my wife about getting back in the gym. I have a physique that was established many years ago with weights and push-ups and calisthenics exercises and such, and it just kind of sustained me and kept me.
I could tell. That's why I asked.
Yeah, so no, but we haven't worked out in quite some time. But I'm looking forward. I was just telling my wife, boy, 2024, you ain't gonna recognize your husband because I'm about to
Uh-oh.
go through a total physical transformation and get that
Oh,
body.
shucks.
And yeah, we gonna get that body right.
All right. All right.
Oh,
Don't you start nothing, Odessa.
I didn't
Don't
say
don't
anything. I
start
just
nothing on
said,
that nothing.
oh, your wife is in for a treat. Della
Oh
treat.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
We gonna bless her.
All right.
You
Dang. We ain't even been on 10 minutes. Here we go.
Yeah.
exactly. We're not even 10 minutes in the show yet.
All right. Woo.
William, here is our fellow panelist, Tanquay Hayward. She is the Queen of Philadelphia. Tanquay Hayward is a singer as well.
Yes.
And we have
Yes,
DJ
sir.
Buzadelic, who's on
Yes.
magnet-radio.com.
Uh-huh. I heard the introduction, so yes. Nice to
All
meet you.
right, nice to meet you, brother.
Likewise.
Thank you.
And I pumped you up on my last radio show on Magnet Radio.
Oh man, thank you,
Yeah, I
brother.
said
Thank you.
don't confuse him with the Will Smith the actor. We got William Smith the gospel singer.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, then I also shouted out Tangeray because I played the Philly jump and I said big ups to West Philly.
All right. All
We
right.
sure appreciate it.
Thank you.
and do you know what? You know, when you say working out, that is what I've got to do for 2024. I know people do promise, all these New
Mhm.
Year's resolutions.
Right.
But Adassa, it's time. I'm getting that calling. You know, when you can't ignore it anymore. You're just thirsty for it, and I just got to get back active
Mhm.
again. And then you're gonna see Adassa. Woo!
All
Yeah,
right.
whoa. You're gonna have to wear shades, and
Look like
you're gonna have to tint those glasses very much because I'm gonna be
Oh,
wearing.
shucks.
look
I don't
like
want
we
to see. I don't want to see no IG account popping up all of a sudden.
Mm.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later for sure. We got my man Soul Town in the audience. Big ups to Soul Town, the
Oh,
host of
Soul
Beats
Town
from
is
the
in
Coffin.
the house. Oh, Soul Town. Soul Town is incredible.
so bad.
He does soulful house on a Saturday.
Hey, Soul Town.
He's really good. He's really good. He's a big rock on Magnet Radio. A big and low and respect going out to you, Soul Town. Beats from the Coffin.
Yes, that's how I jumpstart my morning on Saturdays before I go to the gym. I heard make it your routine, y'all, because you talk about you can jump back into it 2024. And my philosophy is stay ready and you ain't got to get ready.
There you go.
Well, that is so true. And do you
Yeah.
know what? I have a big respect for you, Buzadelic, because you're
Thanks.
always hitting the gym every day. And people that do that, I'm just like,
Yeah,
and keep it consistent because I used to be in the gym every day, and then I let it slide. I let it
well, as
slide.
involved in stuff as you are, I can see how that can become a problem. But me, that's part of all I have to do now is try to keep myself alive. And so, like yesterday was killing me because I'm recovering from the treatment I did on Tuesday night. And so it's just like I can't even do nothing. I can barely walk up the darn stairs on Wednesdays. And but then the first thing I did this morning was get myself right back in there. Got that routine. I wake up, meditate, hit that cold shower, eat, jump to the gym, get back home and get ready for whatever show I got going on. And keeps me busy. Otherwise I would sit up here and get depressed and feeling sorry for myself about what I can't do anymore because of this muscle disease I have. But
Oh my goodness.
it's just that my spirituality, that's what keeps me, grounded and going to the gym all the time.
Let me just say that congratulations to you, and that the hidden secrets of your success can be found in your daily routine. and you mentioned that you do these things daily,
Yeah.
and that stuff that you do daily is assuring you success. So I'm glad to hear it. You know,
Thank
saying your daily routine. I often tell people that the hidden secrets of your success can be found in your daily routine,
Yes.
or your failure.
Yes.
What you
Yeah.
do daily is the real you. What you do
Yeah.
occasionally is a potential you. And your regiment is for real, man. I appreciate you sharing that with us, man. It touched me.
Thanks. You know, for those out there, I just want to say that, you know, we all have them times when we backslide a little bit. And just remember, each day brings a new opportunity to do something great.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right. See, all men fail, but
Yeah.
champions simply get back up
Yeah,
and get
exactly.
back in the game. Men don't drown from falling in the water. They drown from staying in the water.
Oh, I
And,
like
and
that.
yeah. You threw me a life preserver. So today I live, and I live an abundant life.
All right. Amen to
Yeah,
that.
I'm very happy about it. I'm on the Odessa show, Odessa at Large, Magnet Radio, kicking it. No, I'm being silly now.
It's okay. You're allowed to be
Uh,
silly. Of
Life,
course.
life is good.
we
Yeah,
love the
you're
energy.
allowed, man.
And,
That's
and
you don't
you
apologize for
guys,
that.
you guys have to excuse. I'm at the airport, and I'm headed to Los Angeles, and so if I do something that's kind of distracting, you bear with me. I'm sitting in an airport restaurant. They got it's just but I'm here, and I'm very thankful to be here.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
wonderful. I interviewed William last year on the That's Right Large on Sunday show, and it was such William, you was so inspirational. It was
Oh,
unbelievable.
thank you.
You, you know, it was a beautiful conversation, and you people came back to me and saying that guy is wonderful. He's
Ah,
very inspirational, and he said a lot of things that were really meaningful. Oh yeah, Carol Johnson is saying, yeah,
My
you're
God.
her guy. She's loving you, William Smith.
good. And we want to be an inspiration. We want to encourage and motivate people. Like the brother was sharing about his daily routine. That really touched me. You see, it got
Yes,
me talking, and it really because I'll reiterate, and I can't stress it enough. The hidden secrets of your future success can be found in your daily routine. There are
yes.
things that you're doing daily that is bringing you great success.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 110%. It's so true
Mhm.
because I eat, sleep, and drink music, and
Ah,
I never stop
mm,
thinking of new ideas. I never stop listening to music, even when I'm out and about shopping
yes.
or anything. My ears is always to the ground. Music, music, music,
Right.
or something pops in
Mhm.
my head, and then I've got to go on my phone and quickly type it out so I can send a reminder to myself before I forget. Because
Mhm.
it's the worst feeling ever when you forget, so you have to send little reminders to yourself.
Yeah. That reminds me of in the incomparable words of the OJs. I love music, any kind of music.
Ooh, oh
you
yeah.
know, long as it's grooving.
Eh, eh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's OJ is one of my favorites.
You nearly got me dancing there. You went on
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little dance
I
there.
just told my wife, I said, I feel like dancing, making love. Which one you want to do? No.
Ooh, well,
Well,
we
go
have to
on
teach
with your
you
bad
dancing.
self.
We have to
She
teach
said
you
she wanted
dancing.
to do
We're
both.
in public. We have to teach you dancing
Woo!
right now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of marriage I want. Dang.
Oh man, it's a good thing. Hey man, that reminds me. Now, my next single is called "I've Got to Find Her," and
Oh,
it deals with it's not good for a man to be alone. and he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And the context of the song is I've got to find her. I've been looking all over the world for my baby girl. I went to Rome and Italy too. You don't believe me, but I'm telling the truth. I've got to
All
find
right.
her.
Mm.
You know, I went to church. I thought she might be there. I looked around and the Holy Spirit was everywhere. I looked to my right and to my left, but when I left church, I was by myself. I said, Lord, I've got to find her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so it's a beautiful thing. That's the context of it. And it's just he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And
I agree.
I've been blessed twice, man. My first wife of 23 years and the mother of my two children passed away suddenly. No warning. She just passed away. It was a very trying and devastating time for my family and I. But I was blessed to get a second chance at a first class marriage.
All
I
right.
met my wife, man. I was doing a little show. I do a little song and dance, and I was doing my thing, and my wife was in the audience, and I could feel her vibe all through the show. And so at a certain point, I walked over there. We began to chat, and we began to dance, and we started this romance. And at the end of the night, she said to me, "I have to go." And I said, "Hold it, wait a minute. It doesn't make sense that you would be going anywhere without me."
Oh,
And we've been together ever since. And
oh,
it's
beautiful.
been a worldwide romance. I mean, there was London, Paris, New York, Hawaii. You know, we was in Alaska. I came back to California and told them we brought soul to the North Pole.
All
And
right.
it's been beautiful, man. And I feel very fortunate to have found love again and to have
That's
found a wife again.
beautiful.
Yeah, and the good news about this is my children love my new wife.
Okay.
That's
Oh, I
great.
And
love that.
my wife that passed away, her family loves my new wife.
You see?
Yeah, oh man, it doesn't get much better than that. So it inspired me to write the song, I've Got to Find Her. My new wife inspired that particular. But the song Joy that you guys promoted, that single was inspired by my late wife, you know. Uh, and the scripture was Psalms 30 and 5. It says, weeping may endure for a night,
But
but joy
joy
comes in the
comes in the
morning.
morning.
You know what I'm saying? And we wept at her passing, but it was that trial that encouraged me to write the song Joy. And I feel like this is my joy in the morning. I'm remarried. The children are doing well. And
Oh,
again, we on the Odessa at Large show.
All right.
Ain't that something?
That
So
is
it's
wonderful.
beautiful, man. And thank you for letting me share that with you.
Oh,
It just
Beautiful.
came out. It just
that's a
came out.
beautiful story.
Thank
and
you,
we're
brother.
gonna play Joy and talk some more
What?
about it. We're gonna play it
Oh
now.
man.
Check this out, everyone. Check it out.
Whatever you're going through, the Lord thy God is with you. I don't care if it's a global pandemic, civil unrest, social injustice. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Joy, it comes in the morning. Joy, it comes in the morning. Oh, joy, it comes in the morning. The Jesus joy comes in the morning. When you are hurting, when you are broken, life's so uncertain, and it all feels like curtains. Even in your darkest hour, God is your strong tower you can run into. He will protect you. He will bless you. Joy, it comes in the morning. Joy, it comes in the morning. Joy, it comes in the morning. The Jesus joy comes in the morning.
Talking about drop the mic. He walked away from that microphone. Yes.
Wow.
Oh man, thank you guys, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that was nice, brother.
Jamming.
I like that.
That was
Yeah.
incredible. I
Thank you
love
so
that,
much.
William. And it's that does something.
Yeah, you know, we want to write music, man, that inspire and touches folks. There's too much music in the world that promotes a vile, disgusting, you know, content. You know, even murder, and it's just I want to create a music that promotes the contrary. My trip is love, man. That's my thing, man. Love. You know, I write about it. I sing about it. I walk in it, man. I'm affected by it. People express their love to me, and I move to tears, man. You know, it love trips me out. You know, Marvin Gaye say only love can conquer hate, and so it's a powerful thing, man. It's very spiritual love. And that's my trip, man. I got some friends. I got a band. That's I just got a new band, and we're called the MDP Band. And we are just a lot of love is
Oh,
expressed through the members.
yes.
And so
Repeat the name of the band, William.
MDP,
N D.
M as in money,
Oh, M.
yeah, D
Mhm.
as in disciple, and P as in power.
Ooh.
MDP.
That sound like
MDP.
church.
P.
That sound
Well,
like
Ooh.
you
church
know,
right there.
Yeah,
I
that's
I, I
good.
yeah, I like to think that the church is definitely in each and every one of us. It's in me. I'll speak for myself. It's not a building. It's internal. You know, the Holy Spirit is internal, and it's powerful, man. It can liberate you. It can set you free. It man, I never thought that spiritual principles and the practice of them could produce something miraculous like deliverance, freedom, peace of mind. I
Exactly.
always thought that money, property, and prestige was the answer. But I've met scores of millionaires, man. But many of those that I met, they were broken spiritually, and their money couldn't help them. But when
Yeah.
they began to develop and to practice spirituality as a
Mm-hmm.
way of life and accept, the Holy Spirit, man, liberation came. They never been so free, never been so delivered. It's powerful, man, and it's real.
It is.
People talk about God sometimes in disbelief. I often say that the proof of God far outweighs the proof of his non-existence.
Mm-hmm.
The proof of his existence far outweighs the proof of his existence. For instance, a poem is a proof. A poem is proof of a poet. A book is proof of an author.
Mhm.
A product is proof of a manufacturer. A song is proof of a composer. Creation is proof of a creator.
Yeah.
The question is does not the question is not whether or not God exists. The question is what does he want with me? And I had to go through my own journey to find that out. You know, understand me? He simply wants me to live the good purpose. You know, understand me, and help others. So it gets even a little deeper, but I found a way to live to good purpose, keeping some emotional balance, stay sober, help other people, man, that are broken. I never thought I would be one to assist mending broken people, but by this power that I found, I'm able to do just that, man. Men broken people. I often say that the broken become masters at mending. Can you dig
Ooh,
it?
oh, I can
Oh,
dig
I
it.
dig it. We dig
With,
it.
Yep,
in
yep.
the incomparable words of Barry White, right on, right on.
Oh,
Yes.
you nailed it, man.
I
Yeah,
just love
let
talking
me
to you,
let me
Willie.
say before I forget, I love you guys, man. I feel it. I
We
feel
look.
you, man. I feel you guys. Odessa, I feel you, and I love you.
Oh, I love you, William. You
Yeah,
know that already. You
this,
just put a
this
smile on my face. Like
yeah,
talking to
this,
you puts a smile on my face. When I see you on social media, you put a smile on my face. I'm
mhm,
like, oh. And then when I
yeah,
see you with your wife as well, I'm like, beautiful. Absolutely. I can see the love. You know, you can just see it on your pictures, and talking to you just brings it
man.
out more
I can
alive.
see it just by him smiling and talking about her, you know?
I got a
Yeah.
friend, man, and he's my bandmate. His name is David Pierce. He's a virtuoso, and you know, he encouraged me, man, to be. And this is my goal. And I tell my wife, I've been telling her subtly, she's been feeling my difference. You know, I want to be the best husband I can be. I want to walk in my husbandry, and I
Mm.
want to. I've been telling her, man, that's an honor. It's an honor. I'm not playing with it.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
You got a
We gonna,
brother?
yeah.
William, we need
I,
more brothers like you. We need more
Oh,
brothers. But it's
you
the
got to be that
truth.
example. You
Hey,
got to be
hey,
that
Mr.
example.
Mischievous. Hey, Mr. Mischievous.
Hey,
Don't even bother.
I had
relax,
I
relax.
don't have on a wedding ring, and so somebody was saying you don't have on a wedding ring. I said the wedding ring does not symbol, doesn't mean I'm married or I'm a be faithful or anything. Uh, uh, you have to live it. Ain't
Yes.
got nothing to do with a ring. Now I got a ring with a hammer. I got too big. My hands well, I had to take it off. But I love wearing my wedding ring. But it's deeper than that. It's you have to walk it out. You have to be a husband, just like she has to be a wife.
Hmm.
You can't marry someone and expect them to be a wife. They have to be a wife when you marry them.
Mm,
Hmm.
yep,
You dig what I'm saying? I've
Amen.
been blessed, man.
Yep.
The women that I've married, my late wife and my current wife, they were wives, man, when I met them.
Yeah.
That's why we married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't no long courtship or none of that. You know when it's time. You know
yeah.
when it's time.
We
Yes,
do. Definitely do. Yeah.
man. I just,
Um.
We grown people. You know I'm a senior citizen. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Yeah, I ain't got
No.
time to play.
Senior
Man,
citizen.
yeah, I'm 60 years old, man.
Ain't no senior
me too.
citizen.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what I'm talking
man, I
about.
really like this.
I ain't sweet 16 no more.
Yeah, I really like this brother. But I just want to kind of like piggyback on what my esteemed guest colleague stated about the creativity that comes from knowing God, or as I like to call source, because if you look at the etymology of the word God itself, it just means unknown source. So the way I look at it, no matter how you connect, whether it be God through Jesus, through
Hmm.
Allah, or through Buddha, or just spirituality, what he said right there is about you. Once you like separate yourself, take that God power out of yourself, you're out there as a somebody without a guide, without a compass.
Right,
All right.
right.
Once you're tapped into that, all you gotta do is, if you pray or if you meditate, all the instructions come to you, and that's how you
Mhm.
access your creative side. And I wish
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have understood this like a decade ago.
Uh-huh.
But it happens when it happens, because since I've kind of like focused or shifted my focus into that type of thinking, it's just like the work. I just keep getting blessed abundantly and more abundantly day by day with
Hmm.
opportunities, the people that come into my life. I mean, look at this panel I'm on right now,
Yeah,
you
beautiful
know,
panel.
and people that come in, like big up Tori. I see her on there. Tori's the one that kind of got me going and introduced me to Odessa in the first place. And then we got the world famous Radio Detroit man, or One Media Detroit,
Uh-oh.
DJ Juan and Cabaret, you
You
He's
know?
talking about
looking
me?
around.
You talking about
Is,
me?
is that his name? Is that his name, DJ One? Are you sure?
You talking about me?
Yeah, I'm talking
I
about
thought
you,
it was
brother
Mr.
man.
Mischievous.
Mr.
Oh,
Mischievous.
it's only
Hey.
Mr. McCheevious when I'm on this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you talked about tapping into that power, and that's what it is. It's power. You know what I'm saying? It's not a New Year's resolution or oath or a pledge. It's real power that that can enable me to do that which I could not do before. And you know, I like you mentioned focus. And I've come to realize that the only thing that can break me is broken focus.
Yep.
Mhm.
As long as I stay focused on my purpose, I will succeed. And you know, that is another thing. Discovering and knowing your purpose. I didn't know my purpose, I discovered it. And it's not what I thought it would be, you know. And I floundered from one tragic and horrific situation into the next, living as a man without a purpose. But when I discovered my purpose, oh man, you know what I'm saying? It truly revolutionized my life because now I lie down with purpose. I wake up with purpose. All through the day, I exercise my purpose. And it's cool when you understand your purpose in life, your primary purpose, you know. And I'm not divulging what it is at this time, but it is it hopefully when you discover your purpose, it'll revolutionize and change your life forever. And the
Exactly.
only thing that can break me is broken focus. It's
So,
paramount that I stay focused on my spiritual purpose.
Amen.
amen.
Oh wow.
I,
Amen.
I have to
This is
agree
why
with
I
that.
love it when you talk.
I can't even be mischievous on this show.
Uh,
He preaching too good.
yes, you can.
I feel like
We
I should
should
be
bring
giving
you
an
on more
offering.
often, William.
I feel like I need to be giving an offering.
Hey, look here, send that money. Send that, you know, like,
uh, we
oh,
got
well,
Juan ready
it
to
look
buy
like
some miracle
you
spring
can be
water.
you can be mischievous, but
I have never
I'm being
seen
mischievous.
DJ One so well behaved.
You know what? I'm gonna have to change my status and start behaving when I come on the show.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
Yeah.
it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna have to change my status and be good when I come on.
Yeah, yeah. And you got to watch what you say. Watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I told somebody my guy was going to court. I said, look here, man, keep your mouth closed because silence cannot be misquoted. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People
But
say,
silence can. But men who are silenced in the face of evil are just as evil as the
oh,
men
God.
that's doing it.
Yeah. I'm just talking about in another context.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
people
I get
talk.
you.
Flip Wilson used to say, "Loose lips sink ships."
Yep.
Watch your mouth. A fish wouldn't get caught if he kept his mouth closed.
But then we
What?
wouldn't eat. And
Uh-huh.
then we wouldn't
Because
eat.
sometimes
For the people that like seafood, we wouldn't be
uh,
able to eat.
You
some,
still eat
sometimes we got
DJ
to
One. You eat
fast.
Hey,
greens.
look,
Sometimes
it
we
don't
got
look
to
like I'm
fast.
losing any meals right now.
No. Sometimes we
Greens.
got to fast.
I'm not losing any meals right now, so I'm good.
Well, that makes two of us. That makes two of us.
Yeah. So want to say thank you to Tori. I see her out there sharing like she always does. And for those of you watching, go ahead and smash that subscribe button to this Magnet Radio
Uh-huh.
channel on YouTube TV. Go ahead and share out the link and make sure you jump in and leave us comments.
Because I'm definitely sharing the show right now. I've been sharing the show everywhere. I think
Yes.
in 13 platforms so far.
Nice.
I got two
And
more to go.
Yeah.
I want to big up my friend, our number one fan, Jerry Sears from the gym. He absolutely loves the show. Loves Queen
Oh,
Odessa.
yes. Jerry, Jerry, Jerry,
Jerry,
Jerry.
Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. Ah, you see, Jerry,
Yeah,
you're a
big
great
ups to
support,
Nick
Jerry.
and big ups to Sarah from the gym. Also, they're gonna be checking it out. So if they don't see it right now, they're gonna be seeing it on replay because they said they couldn't wait to watch it. So big up.
Sarah, Sarah.
You know what? I have one gripe today. I did not know that we were all using the same background until I got in here today, and I had a nice little brick background that I picked out, and I'm all, sitting here, and then I noticed that all y'all got the same background. Where was the memo at that said use this background?
It looks nice too.
We did it.
Hello,
We all sitting in the
DJ1.
same room too.
Hello, DJ1. You are 1 week behind. If you had recalled, if you had recalled, this background was used last week. By the third stroke, you may give an answer. Beep, beep, beep.
So, last week I was at work, so I didn't have a chance to put this beautiful background in that I have today. But I will continue to use this background whenever I'm in front of a green screen. In the message.
You read the memo. Thank you. Oh, it's wonderful. Tori. Yes, Tori. Good evening going out to you and thank you. Thank you for all your support all the time and sharing. Everybody, as Boozadelic, DJ1, everybody's been saying today, just keep on sharing, sharing. Subscribe so that when we got the show you can see it pop up. Click onto that notification bell. It's a bell, it's a little ding dong bell. I'll show you what the bell looks like. I have a bell here, right here, but I'll go and get it in a moment. I'll go and get it so you can see what the bell looks like. Yes.
Yeah, don't be stingy. Puff, puff, pass. Don't be hogging it all.
Exactly. Stop enjoying the show all by yourself. Share it. Share it. You got to share the love. And plus, some wonderful information, wonderful laughter. We're all your brothers and sisters right here, right now.
Yes.
William, what
Yes,
project
ma'am.
plan? You said you got a new single coming up soon. Are you going to be doing a video with that new single?
Yeah, we'll put a video together with it. I'm really excited about it. As I mentioned, the content is definitely love between a man and a woman. Finding it's called I Gotta Find Her. It's not good for a man to be alone. And he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That's deep in my heart. That's what I believe. And so I was in Atlanta, Georgia. I was in Nashville, Tennessee, and I was hanging out with them Southern Soul singers. And man, they got a genre of music called Southern Soul. And so that's the particular music that this is. King George, Jeter Jones, Sir Charles, Pokey Bear. Man, they doing that thing out there. On that Southern Soul tip. They got some beautiful women that's doing it. And it's my niche. I grew up on music like Bobby Womack, Johnny Taylor, Marvin Gaye, Al Green was my favorite, the Isley Brothers. And so, man, it's all those components. I come from a musical family, man. My uncles were bad. And I used to watch them rehearse and do their thing. And, and so I come from that rich musical environment. Motown was the thing that set us off. And so having connected with these Southern Soul singers and wanted to do that type of music, it's wonderful, man. I fit right in. I came back to California. I had my cowboy boots and my hat. They said, what done got into you? I said, man, we on a Southern Soul trip right now. And we doing this music. And So I'm excited about that. Very much so. I've got to find her as the single. We'll put the video with it so you can get a visual. And man, we looking forward to a hit, man. Now that song "Joy," it made the charts. Joy was on the charts. It's falling off now, but it made it was like 100 and something on the charts, Billboard. But with this new one, we gonna grind again, man. I'm looking for a hit record out of this here, and just it's not so much for me, but I want to share this music with the people, man. Positive music that
Yeah.
enriches the soul, man. That lifts the consciousness level. Respect for the woman. You understand me? Respect for the union of marriage. All that kind of stuff, man. The respect for the love between a man and a woman, and so that's what this music is about. And then we got some other ideas. I got a lot of ideas about music, and it all stems around love. You can never go wrong writing music about love.
You
You're right
can't.
about that.
And no matter how much people fight it, because people go through bad experience and they have like a little temporary occasion where they get a bit upset and they're like, oh, I don't want to be with anybody. That's not for me. But eventually they do. A lot of
Oh
people
yeah,
do.
you,
Eventually they do. And everybody needs it. I don't care what they have to say. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs a good hug. Everybody needs a
hmm
companion that they can talk to,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
to feel secure, to say, yeah, that person's got my back. That
yeah,
person's got
yeah.
my back no matter what.
Yeah, that's beautiful when you've got that. Everybody doesn't have that. And that's why I treasure it. The people that are in my life, man, I treasure those relationships. Some, you have to sever because, they were there in the beginning, but they weren't meant to be with you right now. Some of those, like, I've made some new connections, man, with some beautiful people that are here now in my life. I got some people that I reminisce with, but they're not here now,
Yes.
enjoying what I'm enjoying. I got some friends now, man. They make me cry. They make me laugh with their love. It's just love, man. It's love. I can't stress it enough. I can't stop talking about it. I found it not just in another person, but within myself. You
Hmm.
understand me? I used to wake up, man, and curse the day. Now I wake up and pray. You understand me? There's
Hmm.
been quite a transformation, and love did that. I've learned to love myself. I've learned to do that because on this journey, man, many people commit suicide. They suffer from hopelessness, despair, futility. They can't seem to find their way. Hopelessness is a cold state of mind. It's the condition that men and women are in when they commit suicide. I've been there, and I was liberated and set free from that state of mind. And today, it's just like, man, love is the key. Hey, so I don't mean to go
Yeah.
on, but I'm just trying to tell you, it's all about love. It's not about money, property, and prestige. That has its place, but it can't take the place of love. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you know. Can you
I
dig it? Can you dig it or not?
Oh yeah.
All
I
That's
right.
We
I
can
didn't.
spitting some
dig it.
true
I
game
thought
right
I might
there.
have been in the wrong room.
100% dig it. 100% dig it. And I am so glad that Mr. Gary Hines has joined us.
Hey,
Before
Gary.
you leave,
Mr. Gary
William,
Hines.
Hey, folks, how's everybody? Please forgive my
Jerry.
tardiness. I'm just coming from the funeral of a longtime friend and brother, going all the way back to junior high school, and I had to play for the service, so I apologize.
that's
It's okay.
okay. Let him rest in peace and
Thank
condolence.
you. Thank you.
We have got William Smith. He's not going to be with us for much longer, but we're still going to be chatting as a panel. And William Smith is a man of God, and he was just talking about love and the importance of love and
Hmm.
union between a man and woman, the importance of,
Oh
and it
yeah.
serves all purposes. So William Smith, this is Mr. Gary Hines from Sounds of Blackness. Gary Hines, William
Brother,
Smith.
Brother Hines. Pleasure to
Bless you, my
meet you.
brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you came a little tardy. I may have to leave a little early. I am at an airport in Oakland, California. I'm headed to Los Angeles, and I'm sitting at the airport as we're conducting this interview, and my flight is going to be leaving pretty soon.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so I may have to bow out a little early. Odessa,
that's
please
okay.
forgive me, girl. I don't want to,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. Man,
Well,
and I
well,
want to say to this panel, man,
Yeah.
I said it already. I'm gonna say it again, man. I get very emotional. You guys are beautiful, man. I'm so happy to be part of this, man. I really am from my heart. I'm looking at some beautiful people on this panel, and I thank you for this opportunity, just to be in your presence and to have this kind of conversation on this platform. Thank you so much.
And
Yeah,
thank you,
thank
William.
you.
Thank you, William. You're always welcome. We all know that you're a spiritual man, a man of God. You have so much love within you, and you have so much love to share to others. And I just love you. I just love you. I'm not afraid to tell my brothers and sisters that I love them. And it's important to tell your brothers and sisters that
Yeah,
you love them.
I
It,
believe
yeah.
it,
that.
it brings such warmth
Hmm.
in your heart, and it brings warmth to other people's heart. It's really an important thing to express yourself on that level. Don't keep
Mhm.
Hmm.
it in. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. Don't take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Love is just love. It doesn't have to be or intimate or relationship wide. Love is love. Love is universal.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Yes, and travel mercies, my brother.
Oh, thank you, brother. I guess that's gonna be my cue. My wife looking at me. I got to get out of
Oh,
here.
go then, and safe
When
travel.
she
Oh,
Good
give you
take
that
night.
look,
care.
you know it's time to
Uh,
go.
I want to say God bless you guys, man. Thank you again for this opportunity.
peace
Peace
and
and
blessings, my
love.
brother.
And tell her we said hello.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
ma,
right.
Yep.
ma to your wife.
I don't want to go. But like in the accomplished words of Al Green, I've got to go.
All right then.
All right,
Take
be cool,
care.
you guys. Take care.
All right.
God bless
All
All
you.
right
the
now.
best. All the best, William.
Uh, big up Commando Joe jumped in the conversation. The goodies
Wagwan.
man.
Good
What's
evening,
up,
Commander
Joe?
Joe. Good
What's
evening. You
up?
are checked
Wagwan people.
in. What a wonderful man, William Smith. He is absolutely. He is
You could feel
full
the
of.
love. You could feel his joy.
Yeah,
He,
yeah.
he feels like a regular panel member.
He really is like that all the time. He's like that. It oozes through when he sends me messages, because we still keep in contact. He sent me it oozes through the messages. You can see it in his pictures. You can see it in his videos. When you talk to him, he's just full of joy, full of love. You know, and he is confident and blessed within himself, and yeah, no walls put up. It's great. It's great to be um and know somebody like that. It really is wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, welcome, Gary. It's lovely to see you, Gary.
Oh, the feeling is more than usual. Hey, everybody.
How you doing, my brother?
Oh man, we blessed through it all.
What's going on, Gary?
Hey
Hey,
man, picket lines and picket signs.
hey
That's what
man, we
Marvin
have
said.
this.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to say that our number one fan said he really loved that video, and he said thank you for telling me what woke is.
Oh, well, God, have him please thank him for on my behalf, and I'd like to thank him directly. So, please put him in touch, online, any of our sites or at social media, so that we can connect.
Okay, I will do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a lot of positive feedback.
What does about woke? What does woke mean?
Oh, that could be a whole show right there.
DJ1, we had a whole conversation last week about woke. Are you awake this evening?
He's being warned.
Wow.
Are you doing a Dasa style?
No, I'm actually really good right now.
I know you are. I've
being
never
good.
seen
I
you so
mean,
humble and
I have to be good because William came on here, preached a sermon and everything. I'm feeling the love, and I'm cooling out today. I'm cooling out. I'm not gonna be up to my more mischievous ways, but give it 5 more minutes and we'll think about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say by the time we get into our talk, you're gonna be warned.
Me being good don't last long. Don't last long.
We are beautiful people here, and guess what I've done? Oh yes, we are beautiful people there. We are royalty here, and I have whipped up Sounds of Blackness, yeah. Because, you know, we've got to showcase our panel. We've got to showcase our panel. We love our panel. You know, I've whipped up some royalty from Sounds of Blackness. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful song. Tell us a bit about it after we play it. But, yeah, let's have a little break and listen to royalty. Because all of us, here, all the audience, all the panel members, remember, we are royalty.
Yes, Queen Adasa. And that song was given to us, given through me as a vessel for Sounds of Blackness about 4 or 5 years ago, at a time when the person who occupied the White House, I can never call him president because there was nothing presidential about him, was routinely referring to our youth as thugs. And that was factor one. Factor two, with all the royal coronations and things going on, I went to a high school here in the hood, and we were talking about that. And a young sister said, I thought you had to have blonde hair and blue eyes to be royalty. So I had to tell her about African royalty, and that told me that we needed to have a vehicle of music for our youth to know who they are. And so, you know, what God gave us, it was royalty. We got a message from above. You ain't no thug, you're royalty. And imploring them to let them know that we are not only the descendants of enslaved Africans. We are the descendants of kings and queens, you know, decades and eons before enslavement, royal kingdoms that rule the world. And so royalty addresses that and lets them know. And when we let them know that, they walk, talk, and act differently when they know that they and we are royalty.
Definitely so. Definitely so. Wow. That kind of, oh.
All right.
Yeah, let's play it.
Strikes attention, trapped in poverty, generations of injustice and inequality. Ancestors changed the world, and though they came and changed,
in the most high. Head high, I shine like my father smile. Down upon my kings and queens of all times. Blessed man of color, original king ruler. Slave that made a way metaphorically. King Kunta. Eyes on prize, my pride won't collide. Am I right in your eyes if I stand on mine?
You are royalty. We got a message from above. You ain't no thug. You're royalty. Brother, you're a king. Sister, you're a queen. Children of the tree. If you've never been told, time for you to know you're royalty. If you've never been told, time for you to know you're royalty. You're royalty. If you've never been told, time for you to know you're royalty. If you've never been told, time for you to know you're royalty.
We are royalty.
That was incredible. We
No doubt.
sure are.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
And we wear our crowns with pride.
Yes.
Definitely. Oh, I love it. I love it. And yeah, we've really got to keep reinforcing that message and sending out that message in all different ways, in all different versions, to let the youths and adults alike as well, because some adults, they don't know. They just don't know, or they lost it, or they give up. And you just don't give up. You don't lose it. You are who you are.
Well, they don't know. We don't know because, and I tell people all the time to not feel some kind of way about not knowing. We don't know because we weren't taught. So, but we have to teach. So, Sounds of Blackness teach through music. But we never heard, even in my college years, and I went to a great institution of higher learning where Sounds of Blackness began, Macalester College. But we had to bring in a professor of Black and African history to teach us the expanse and entirety of our history. I mean, how is it that we don't know that the richest king and kingdom of all time, King Mansa Musa of Mali, how do we not know about him? They can't even estimate his wealth by today's standard. They estimated his wealth at $400 billion with a B. That makes Bill Gates look like he's on welfare. How do we not know about King Mansa Musa? How do we not know about Queen Nzinga, who fought back the British and got the children of Africa back? All these and great kings and queens and warriors and monarchs who really ruled the world, and who the Romans and the Greeks learned from the ancient Egyptians who were Black. How do we not know that? And who knew about astronomy and mathematics and medicine and science? So we have to teach that. So Sounds of Blackness teaches it through music.
Yes. And
Man, I love it.
Incredible. And there's different channels. There's different channels, different ways to send the message across. It's okay. You just work on your gift and you just share that knowledge through different ways. It's okay. And it's okay not to know everything, because we only have one brain, we only have one life. But what we should try to seek to know what we can, embrace it, own it unapologetically, because it's your given right, it's your birthright.
Yes.
It's your DNA.
That's right.
And these things, as you're saying, Gary, it gives you confidence. Confidence, not in an arrogant way. It gives you confidence, true understanding of where you are, where you come from, where you're heading, true understanding how to interact with your brothers and sisters with respect.
Yes.
With respect, with love, unconditional love.
All right, Adassa, go ahead.
Stop it.
I hear I hear you, sis. If I had an organ, man, go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Look, I
go.
told you I'm gonna have to start
You
giving
would
an
tune her up,
offering.
wouldn't you?
You got to
Oh,
start giving an
I tell
offering.
you, these subject matters. Oh, I get warmed up.
We could
Yeah,
probably go.
what's that?
Oh, I was gonna say we could probably go 2 episodes on that type of stuff, but
Oh, I tell you, more and more, eh, never ending,
yeah,
never ending.
'cause my
Because
brother Gary,
we are it.
yeah. I mean, I just love the message in the video itself. I mean, you could watch that even without hearing the audio and get the same message and stuff. And when Jerry was talking about the Egyptians, or I like to say the ancient Kemites.
Kemet, yes.
Yeah, because Egypt is actually a European, Greek name to be exact.
Right. Yeah.
But the thing about it is, it's just like once I got in tune to that, last week we talked a little bit about the Ankh, and then when I saw that, the picture of the pharaoh, the gold pharaoh, I actually have that same pharaoh. It should be here today, as a matter of fact, will be a piece that I have going on. And so, I mean, that was just right on time. But, I was going to say that it's up to us as parents to, teach these kids to do something other than Facebook and Instagram and whatever heck else that they're doing, and do the research and acquire that knowledge, because they're definitely not going to teach it. They didn't teach it to us when we were in school. Now that they're trying to teach a little bit of it, all of a sudden you got all these people over here in the US type of, oh, they're trying to teach that woke agenda. And it says, man, it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of having knowledge itself. Because the reason that the kids feel empowered when they see that is because they're like, wow, we really were something. We weren't the slaves that they told us that we were. There's more to it than that. But of course, the colonizers don't want us to know that, because they're afraid of a black man, black woman with knowledge.
Still afraid.
Still afraid. And it's like, we ain't gonna do nothing but contribute to the betterment of the world. We're not gonna make you go through all the heinous acts that you put us through.
Right.
Which is exactly what at the heart of the fear. I mean, they feared communication, expression, and our African ancestry and all the power that it evokes and that it contains. They even did things such as to prohibit the making of a drum. To be even caught trying to make a drum was punishable by death, because they knew that the drum was a form of communication that they didn't understand. Like we say, the first cell phone. So yeah, that fear is not new, my brother. Yep.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, because I like to throw in pebbles into the water. That's right. You mentioned it's the responsibility of the parents, Bruce Dilly. It's the responsibility of our community, our
The
race.
village, yes.
Every one of us has a responsibility through all walks of life, through all our interactions. Every interaction we have, and that doesn't mean thrusting it down people's throat. No, it's not about that. It's not about lecturing people. It's not about that. It's about just providing, living it, just talking about it, as Gary said, playing the music, the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves, beautiful, handsome, but just grand, with etiquette and pride and confidence, and it should be oozing. It's in us and it oozes out.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's how I interpret it.
This is better
Well,
than the movie.
you interpreted it very well. You were expressing the words of the great W.B. Du Bois, who called it the soul of black folk and the gift of black folk.
Yes. And I think about one time when I came out, I had my dashiki on, I had my ankh on, and some young kid asked me this. Well, he's probably about in his 20s, him and his girlfriend, and they asked me what I did, because they were taken aback by the outfit. And I said, you know what? I said, I help people remember who they are.
I love it.
And they said, whoa. And they were just like, wow, how can we come see you?
Beautiful, brother.
And so I, like Odessa said, like to ooze it,
Yes, sir.
And that neatly goes on to our subject matter for this
Yeah.
week. Our hot subject matter for this week. Boosadelic, you introduce it because you're the one that came up with the idea this week.
All right, so a little background. The other day, I was going through social media, and even though I'm a DJ and I play hip hop music, I'm not familiar with a lot of the new artists. I mean, I heard the name. I knew Ruby Rose was a female rapper. I couldn't tell you what any of her songs are. But anyway, there was a picture of her at the Atlanta Hawks NBA basketball game, standing courtside on the floor with these shorts that were like short. I mean, it was like almost it might as well have been a denim thong bikini bottom. And I thought to myself, okay, there's a time and place for everything, but is the NBA arena really the spot for that? How did we actually arrive at this point where dressing like a hoe or a prostitute is acceptable? And I mean, I noticed that a few years ago, and the young girls that get on I guess it's about 10 years ago when I was driving the bus, and they would get up late night coming from Halloween parties dressed like prostitutes. And it's just like, how did we get here? Whatever happened to, the sense of respect? Whatever happened to the, wanting to be seen as a future doctor, future lawyer? If you choose to stay home and raise a family, whatever happened to that dream? And so obviously
OnlyFans
there's a
happened to
breakdown
that
in the
dream.
system, and don't get me wrong, because I mean the sexualization of women has been around as long as women have been around, basically. But I've just
DJ
kind of noticed,
Boostadelic,
yeah.
OnlyFans happened to that dream.
Well, it's happened before that, because I mean I can think about the progression. Okay, me being 60 years old, I mean, of course we didn't have the Instagrams and all that, and I remember when I wanted to see, I mean, because I've always liked the goodies, as my man Commando Joe would say, and this is what does it right here, right. American men, we want them goodies. Jamaican girls, they got them goodies. I had to get that in there for my boy Commando Joe, because he has a whole song that talks about that. But the thing about it is, it's been a progression from, finding your uncle's 1968 Playboy magazine in George, your grandma's house, to actually seeing the soft porn that became, on the movies and the music videos. And then you got the Instagram. And then, like DJ Juan said, you got the OnlyFans. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the grown women that make that decision and say, hey, this is what I choose to do, because it's their body, their right to do that. But if we are to send that message to our children and think that that's the only way they can get the attention and the only way they can make money, what's going to happen to our future if we're here now?
Thank you, Ed. Do you want to comment on this? Because I know you're leaving soon. For today.
Now, I, for one, I grew up, grandparents were very religious. So even in school, I had to wear dresses. I couldn't, wear pants. But my mother, on the other hand, she was an exotic dancer. And so I grew up, almost fighting, especially with the kids, because of how my mom dressed, when she prepared to go to work. But that did not dictate how me and my sister were to be. Now, there were a lot of people, who thought that I would probably have my first child by the time I was 13, 14, based off of my mother and what my mother did.
Mhm.
Now, what my mother did is what she did. I will say this. My mom was very strict. So once she was getting, once it was time for her to go out the door to be diamonds, we had to be in the house. I had to go to the laundromat. I had to do food shopping. So there was a lot that I had to do as a young kid. And so, I would see her come home. She would have her outfits. I would watch her put her outfits on and all that kind of stuff. But it still didn't, like, she never was like, okay, do this. So even though I was around that life all of my life, she wanted better for me. She wanted me. Well, her whole thing was, I want you to graduate from high school. I want that diploma. And, her thing was, because she barely made it. My grandparents was older, so she kind of did what she wanted to do. She became a dancer when I was about a year old based off of a dare. And so, growing up, I didn't know nothing about cash and checks. All I knew was cash. I thought we was the richest kids in the neighborhood. But as far as clothes and everything, I again had grandparents who took me in my younger years because my mom had to work. And I mean, my grandfather was the chairman of the deacon board. So a lot of people knew, oh, Deacon Jones' daughter is a dancer. But on the other hand, you got little Tangeray. Again, I couldn't wear pants. So now fast forward, now that I'm older, I mean, I still, I I want those women to be safe. I feel like, no matter what they wear, nobody should be coming up, groping, touching,
Mhm.
or anything with a female. Um, I remember when I was young and I had my little short skirts and all, and now, I'm 45, so, I've changed. I don't judge those girls, I hope that, I mean, they do what they do, but again, to me, I don't think it dictates. Well, as far as like when you said like, well, what about the doctor? What about the lawyer? I didn't want to be any of that. Um, and maybe because I grew up in a household where my mom was a dancer. She just wanted me to do like whatever it was, even if I worked for the sanitation company. She always told me wherever whatever job you decide to do it to the best of your ability. And I mean, she was a dancer. She was great at what she did. I just did not want to do that.
Mhm.
As an adult, she did invite me out to an event that she had, and I was very, very uncomfortable. Again, but I was there to support her. And now that she's gone, I used to always worry because it's like, you don't have no social security because you have no money on file because you never had a real paycheck. And she used to always say, don't worry about me, I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry about me, I'm gonna be fine. But she instilled in me, hard work. She instilled like the fact that I'm a single mom and able to get through. A lot of that stuck with me. And just, I joined the military. I mean, I've done so much that people would never have thought in a million years that my mother was a dancer. And so, as far as these young ladies go, I mean, you never know. They change, as they, get older. I just, I don't have anything like I would never say, oh my God, they just like sometimes I'm like, okay, go ahead, get it, do you, but it's just not me personally, but you know, I just wouldn't bash them. It's just like, you shouldn't, it's just, ooh, like I wouldn't wear it. But I'm like, hey, they want to go ahead. Because even like with my daughter, she sees a lot of it on TikTok. So she loves the crop tops. And I have to tell her, take that down. You're 7. Like, so I do see your point. And as far as like, there are other children that are watching. Because my daughter says I'm not a baddie. And I think, I have nice dresses. And I think, I look good when I'm on social media. But I'm not one of those girls where she would think that they are cool. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I get it. So I totally get it. And but she knows she cannot do that around me. And I told her, when you are an adult, you can wear what you want to wear. But I hope that, with the things that I'm doing with her, she would just be more mindful. Because again, my mom never told me you can't wear this, you can't wear that. I just chose to wear the things that I wore. And again, maybe it had to do with me growing up in the church and that just wasn't my thing. So my life is very interesting, um, just in that regard, because again, I know people would have thought like I just would have been on, drugs and did bad in school and cut school and all that. No, because I knew when Arlene Hayward found out I was going to be in trouble and I didn't want no smoke. So, she was 22 years older than me. So she was, she could throw down and I didn't want no smoke. But I just, the ladies, they need to be mindful that there are young girls watching because again, my
Yeah.
daughter's 7 and already she's pulling up her tops and she likes her belly showing and I just be like, oh God, and
That's
so
I love that response. I love that response. I mean, wow.
It's great, and I agree with you largely to a certain extent. I think you are one of many that have lived that varied life. Um, but at the same time, I think that your case and cases like yours are exceptions rather than the rule. This is just my personal opinion.
right.
I think um and you were blessed with grandparents that were in the church, that were religious, so there's other factors involved with your upbringing, which is not just straight on, just being like, exposed to a certain thing. You was exposed to other sides of things as well, and not everybody is fortunate to be exposed to the other side of things. They're just exposed to one side of things.
Right.
And for me, I don't judge the girls that dress like that, but I do express concern. I do express concern about their way of thinking, their mindset, um, the possibility of the impression that they're putting out and what they're attracting back in, because what you put out is what you attract back.
Mhm.
Um, for me, it's more concern, and many of these girls, I believe, this is my thought, will regret it when they get to a certain age, when their children, grandchildren see this, and because it's going to be all on social media and it can't be pulled down.
Right.
What's up there can't be pulled down. That's the danger of it. You
Right.
see? So, when they've matured and they're like, oh my goodness, that was my former life. I don't do that anymore. It can't be hidden, because there's
Right.
many people our age, older, that have done things, that have exposed themselves to many things, and they keep that quiet.
Yes.
They don't even tell their wives. They don't even tell their husbands. Their husbands and wives think they're the perfect person in the world. They'll bring that to their grave. They don't tell their children. Nobody knows apart from them and whoever they were interacting with at that given time.
And crazy thing is, this is the first time I've ever mentioned this, and my music been out for a year, so I'm sure I'm probably gonna get inboxes now.
You see what I'm saying? They keep it Zoom. So, and they can keep it Zoom as long as the other person don't expose it. They can keep it Zoom because there's no so-called evidence. It's not on social media. But
Right.
what about this next generation where it's all splattered on social media?
Yeah.
Yes. That's whew.
Well, I think a lot of this falls on the culture that we taught our kids, and it was on us that we taught our kids growing up. We taught them the thought culture. We taught them, get that bag. I didn't have this. You this. You can do this. You can do anything you want. Say anything you want to anybody you want. Dress how you want. Any way you want to do, you can do it because that's what you want to do. Go ahead. We taught them that. And so now it's time for them to unlearn it. And all of a sudden, we want them to stop doing what we told them they would do. But just because back then, when we were doing those things, there wasn't Facebook, there wasn't Instagram and all that other stuff that they can pull from years ago and say, look what you can't really tell me because look what you were doing. Um,
You know
there,
that
there,
Freaknik documentary coming out?
hey,
Oh
listen,
yeah.
I'm in it too. I'm in it. I'm trying. I'm trying to hope and
Oh,
pray that they just caught me walking across the screen or something like that. Because we was in Atlanta doing it crazily. But yeah, I mean, it's just like it's to me it's like those pictures of when they have the people hanging from the trees and all the people standing around and looking at it and taking pieces of it home with them, and then all of a sudden you see granddad in the picture and he's over there with a torch, and he's over there, or grandma's over there yelling at the little girl trying to go to school, and then all these pictures are coming up and people are finding their parents and their grandparents in those pictures. So it's not that the old days don't haunt you. It's just the old days, you know, haunt you differently than it does with these young people with everything on Instagram and Facebook and and YouTube, because a lot of these kids now when they have YouTube accounts, they say anything, they do anything. OnlyFans allow uh, girls to man. OnlyFans is like the new porn site,
Mm.
and it wouldn't be as big as it was if sex didn't sell the way it does.
And it's always sold.
It's always sex is the largest commodity known to man. You can't people spend more on sex than they spend on anything they do in life. And I'm not talking about you as an individual. I'm saying as a whole,
Mhm.
more money gets spent on that than mostly any wars. And I know a girl right now. She made almost $3 million on OnlyFans
Mm.
Mhm.
last year, and so
I
it's
laugh
a
when I see there's a video, this guy, he said, shoot, I might quit my job and take pictures of my feet and sell them on the internet.
right,
He,
and because there's
he
a
can make money.
place there's a place on OnlyFans that you can do that. See, if we
Yeah.
didn't have these venues that would allow these type of things, a lot of the stuff wouldn't happen. But
Yeah.
because we have outlets for it and people are making good money, I mean, why would I go to a job and work 9 to 5 when I can work 5 hours online and make $1 million a day almost?
Yeah.
You
I'm
I
gonna
know,
go
read.
on that note. DJ Juan, you be good. I gotta
I
go.
I
But I
All
will
see
right.
y'all.
try.
All right.
Oh, bye.
See
See
you
you
next
next
time,
week. Thank
Tangeray.
you,
Okay.
Ray. See you next week.
Yeah, I was reading yesterday when I was doing a little research on this topic that on the fans only thing, the average or only fans, excuse me, I always get it backwards. People laugh at me, but the average was between 150 and 340 million or 340 million thousand dollars for the people that are up there, you know, in the upper echelon of it. Now, there's a whole bunch of people that ain't making no money, but it's all about the marketing yourselves. And if you look like at the Instagrams and all that, there's always a link to that up there. So, you know, we're getting creative. And, you know, I mean, I'm not judging anybody that does that, that's of age to legally do that, because, I mean, some people, if that's the way you choose to make your living, I mean, you're adult enough to make that decision, and that's what
Hmm.
you have to do, because I don't have to go on there and pay money to look at it, you know? And
But
so,
there's 5 million guys that do,
yeah, and there's girls too that have been doing
and
that. That's the
girls.
thing right
Yeah.
now, because I mean, sexy women are appealing to not only men, but they're appealing to women these days. I mean, and so it's just like it's a opportunity. But you know, there's some people that do it long enough to get out, and then there's some people like I saw this. She's a 56-year-old woman. She made last year, I think, $2 million in just a few months, in like 4 months or something like that. Yeah, I mean, she was just average looking. I don't know what her and her boyfriend were doing. She said she divorced her husband, got a boyfriend, and started doing that. And she ended up getting, I don't know if she was a teacher or some other job. They found out. And so she had to go, and she
Oh
hasn't
yeah, I
regretted it
remember
since
that
then.
story.
And there's been a whole rash of teachers that have been popping up. And like, I think it was you that said, of course, the internet never forgets. And so that's always out there. And, you know, that's what you got to think about, the consequences. Now, if you're not worried about the consequences and you choose to do that, okay. But and when Tangeray said that her daughter said that she wasn't a baddie, I mean, just to even know that term at a young age, what she say she was 11 or something like that, and, you know, wanting to wear the crop tops. I mean, you know, I mean, my daughter back in the day, she was wanting to wear the crop tops, and she was a club volleyball player. And when she wasn't playing in the Catholic school, all those girls were wearing them spandex pants, and they used to roll them up as short as they could. And I used to have a fit about that, but I'm thinking that's tame compared to today's standards, you know. And my daughter, she says, I'm so glad I'm not one of those girls that puts myself all over Instagram like that. You know, and it was just like, even though, you know, dad had to yell at you a couple of times about what you should and shouldn't be wearing, you listened and paid attention. So I'm thankful for that.
There's always exceptions to rules. So there's always going to be people that get out of it unscathed, so to speak.
Mhm.
But I would say majority of people, it comes back and bites them at some stage in their life. Some stage, somewhere, you know, they're going to be judged by it, by other people. It may happen with a job. It may happen when they want to settle down and be in a marriage or a strong relationship. It will come. It will come and bite them at some stage, you know. And I think it's really important that everyone, it's not just young people. We put a lot of emphasis on young people, but it's everyone as well, has mentors, people to look up to, elders, people that we respect, that give sound advice, that has lived the life, that, you know, can give sound advice. And we're human. We're not going to take what somebody else is say 100%. No, but we will formulate those advice in our own way, interpret it in our own way, and hopefully we have enough wisdom as time goes by, and it improves as well with time, you know, and experience, that we can make changes in our life. We can make changes, do the right thing. And even if we've done the wrong thing, know when we've done the wrong thing and tell ourselves, I'm not going to do that again, because what's happened, you got the advice, you didn't listen, you've made a mistake, or you know, I don't like using the word mistake, but you've made some error of judgment or whatever, decision making, but then you learnt by it. It's like, wow, it connects, everything connects. So you've got the advice, you've been bitten or burnt by it, and you're not going to go there again. Or if you do get into that situation again, then you're able to deal with it a bit better. And each time you deal with it better and better and better, because we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We're never going to do something again. And then we actually do.
Mhm.
We actually do. Let's just be real about it. We actually do it again. But
Yeah.
don't beat yourself up, because each time you're exposed to certain things, you're learning. Take it as learning. You're learning. You might tweak something. Each time you're tweaking something, and you're not getting affected, so badly affected by it. Each time it becomes easier and easier. Well, that's what we hope.
Now, Gary, you say you don't have any children?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So you didn't have, I was just wondering if we had a different perspective on that, as far as, you know, having a
Harry had to
daughter or
beat
something,
nobody over
or
the head.
No, but you know, my perspective would be from someone who works with youth at all different ages, like on the regular, like for years and years, and even to right now. You saw some of them, in fact, in the royalty video.
okay.
Young people there were from or are from High School for Recording Arts, where Sounds of Blackness rehearses at. And so every age from teens to adolescent to toddlers, you know, everything from daycare to college level, we work with not only musically, but in terms of mentor capacity and master classes, seminars, workshops, not only again about music, but about our culture and history, legacy, all those kind of things. So it's important, and Brother Buzadelic was alluding to this a little bit ago, in terms of how we affect change, especially with our youth. You can do it from your lane. I think a lot of times we think, and I get it, that people think that they have to go out of their lane or do something extraordinary, to have an impact. But no, whatever it is you do. So, like for example, with the Sounds of Blackness, it's music and performance and all the culture and history related to it. Apply consciousness to that, to whatever you do. Don't you stay in your lane, but make your work from a standpoint of consciousness and wokeness, and bringing ancestor energy to our youth, right within what you do. You don't have to step out of your lane.
Yeah, great point.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And you know, Gary, you and what you do is a great role model and a massive influence on people's lives and young
Thank
people's lives as well. Even my own life. Remember, I told you the story when I
you.
was studying, I used to listen to Sounds of Blackness all the time, and it just helped encourage me to study more and more and not give up. Not give up. So, this is an example of the power of music. Music
Yes.
is so powerful, and the more positive music is, the more it helps shape. I think music is one of the biggest influences out
Oh,
there, because everybody, no matter where you live, what country you're from, what culture you're from, what gender you're from, whatever, everybody loves music of some sort.
Right.
yeah. I would hate to think of what life would be like if I didn't have the gift of hearing. And, it's like I've asked this question one time on the radio. I said, if you had to give up your vision or your hearing, which one would you give up? And I said, I'd give up my vision without even blinking twice because I got to hear my music.
Oh,
It's like I look at all these, wonderful musicians we've had, like Stevie Wonder. It's like he just, the way he's able to express himself, and we can actually see the world through Stevie. So I can only imagine what he sees within his own mind.
And
it's so
then
wild you mentioned Stevie, because I was, even as you spoke his name, I was thinking of, we on one accord, my brother, because I'm sure you've heard Stevie say, correctly so, that music is the universal language. And
Yes.
we say, in addition to that, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. And so uh, music will impact people positively when it's positive music, and reach people in ways that all the programs and all the other activities and stuff cannot do. And there's some wonderful things out there, but they don't have the impact that music does. That's why Gamble and Huff told us in their song Message to Our Music, Message in Our Music, understand while you dance. So keep the life dance, the party going, but be conscious.
Yes.
and remember, many of us have sight, but we can't see.
Yeah. There's this, when I was studying meditation, it said, I listen with my eyes and I see with my ears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Stevie, speaking of Stevie, he refers to your mind's eye. And in terms of what you just said, Queen Adasa, uh, um, my grandmama used to say, none are so blind as those who will not see, not those who can't see, because Stevie can see a lot better than sighted folks, a lot of sighted folks, but none are so blind as those who refuse or will not see.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many like that. So many really need full vision and clarity.
Yeah.
It's amazing how the programming really blinds us. It's real, and people should know it's very real. This programming, very real, and it will change the chemicals in your brain. And your brain has chemicals. Your brain is wired up in a
Yeah.
certain way, and it takes time for that programming and those wiring ups to unwire and go in a different direction. It takes time and dedication and repetition and consistency to do that.
Yes.
And we got to understand ourselves. We got to understand ourselves as people. We got to understand ourselves, our biology, the science behind it, the spirituality, how all of these things intertwine is very real.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Shall we play some music?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tanquay Hayward is not here, but I am going to play Tanquay Hayward in London. I'm gonna really tease her about it next week. Yeah, I'm gonna really, because this is Tanquay is in London, and when she came to London, I didn't know she was in London. I didn't get to see her in London. So me and Tanquay next week. This is Tanquay Hayward with Complicated. Because, you know, we always say life is complicated. But is it really complicated?
No,
Anyway,
women are complicated.
We'll talk about that afterwards. DJ One.
Oh, there's that Jamaican look.
Uh-oh.
I know what that means.
You saw the flag of Jamaica coming out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Let me just put the video on. Oh my goodness.
I know you have a family. I'm okay with mine. I know you're still in love with me. And I wonder if she might. The love we had is so strong, intoxicated, intoxicated, because of lies we're apart, and it makes things complicated. Hey! You got a jam through a bad situation. You know? We have known each other for so long, it's real. Though the time we fell in love, it's real, yeah. The love we had is so strong, intoxicated, really is complicated. Because of lies, we're apart, and it makes me complicated. Been a while since I've seen you. Boy, you know you haven't changed. Reminiscing of the times we used to spend, and I'm complicated. It's complicated. Try to figure it out. Yeah. It's complicated and I'm trying to figure it out now. It's complicated and I am trying to figure it out now.
Wow.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
And she got so much soul in that voice,
Oh,
and she projects. I mean, she seems she has such a big personality, and you know, that's why she told me she's only 5'4", because I pictured her to be like 5'11", you know. And then I seen her up on stage. I said, I guess she really is only 5'4".
well, did you see them wedges? I think
Yeah.
Well, in the words of Shakespeare,
5'11".
yeah, but
She walking on
say
stilts.
I would say about her, in the words of Shakespeare, though she be but little, she is fierce.
Yeah.
Oh, she's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love those afros. Do you know who Tanqueray reminded me of when I saw her on stage with the afro? Oh my God, one of my beautiful sisters that I adored as a little girl. The 3 degrees.
We
Oh
want the 3 degrees.
gosh. Oh, I love them. You know the
Yeah.
one that was always in the middle with the big head. Oh, she was.
Yeah.
I used to, you know what? I used to be like, when I grow up, I want to look just like her.
I had a crush on her.
I'll never forget when I saw them on Sanford and Son.
Right. I remember
Yeah.
that.
We want the 3 degrees.
Oh, they are beautiful, beautiful ladies. Beautiful ladies, and they always had the afro, and they were just all immaculate. Oh, that's what I call class.
I saw a picture yesterday and it showed a bunch of sisters from the 70s with the afros, and it said before the weave epidemic. Yeah, I was like,
Seriously,
man.
because they were beautiful back then. Beautiful. That's what you call lady. You know, just classy. Oh, they were just fine. They were just fine. That's the only word I can use. Fine.
Every time my wife runs across a picture of a beautiful woman with an afro, she said, I bet you like this, don't you? I said, yeah.
Absolutely.
And the other day she had her hair done and she came in and it was all, you know, picked out and stuff. And I said, man, you should rock that. She's like, no. That makes you look so fly. You don't even know.
You don't know you was walking a thin line.
Oh, yeah.
You was walking a real thin line.
I constantly walk that line with her.
I love the afro. I love the 3 degrees. And Tanqueray Hayward just reminds me of I don't know their names, but the one that used to always be in the middle, it was the taller one. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
The one that cooked Uncle Fred the dinner.
Yeah. Her and Shaka Khan, I was in love with those two ladies. Those two ladies, I was just in love with.
Remember the Master Jam album when she had them black leather pants with the red heart on it?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I used to stare at that picture for hours sometimes. I swear.
That paid my attention, my brother.
Yeah,
Shaka was just here in Minnesota a few weeks ago for the Minnesota State Fair, and before thousands of people, and just her and Boys to Men. So it was a chance to reconnect with them. But you know, they both just turned it out. But yeah, was in love with Shaka then, and guess what? Still
are.
Still is. She's still got it going on. Yeah.
Shaka
big
Khan
time.
is delicious.
And when I found out she used to be a Black Panther too.
Oh, absolutely. You know, see, and that's what I'm talking about, Brother Boozadelic and my colleagues. You know, in terms of when we talk to our young heads, our young artists now about always being connected to the people and to the movement. I mean, do your thing. You know, that's your idea. We get that, but always, I mean, that's always been a part of it. So, I mean, you know, people, I'm so glad the Aretha Franklin movie brought out the fact that she supported the Panthers. She was the one who got Angela Davis and funded her legal bills and all that when they were trying to persecute her. So Aretha was all about the blackness. So it's still singing, you know, Dr. Feelgood and the house that Jack built and all that, but she was down for the movement. So like when you, as was Shaka. So there's so many great examples and paths to follow to show to our young bloods now, you know, in terms of really being about it.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I really love them ladies. I just like, you know, yeah, that's what I wanted to look like when I got older. I just like these ladies are beautiful, and I know there's so much more out there. You know, the Aretha Franklin, the Gladys Knights, the Patti LaBelle's. Oh, the list goes on and on and on and on.
Pam Grier.
You know,
Oh, watch
these
out
are
now.
some of my idols, just some.
Look, my wife Pam Grier is in the other room. I don't need y'all to be bringing her up. Let her sleep.
All right.
Yes.
So earlier we were talking about you know, the you know, how the media always sexualize women. Well, the first time I got to see a topless woman on a film, it was Pam Grier. And she had that Afro rock, and I was like, oh my God, that is just, man, beautiful.
Well, you know, there's healthy, respectful sensuality as opposed to the degrading and debasing kind of thing that happens sometimes. So that's no, brother, don't apologize for that. I mean, that's as you know, my mama with her Jamaican roots would say, that's healthy. That's healthy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But that just put in my mind. I said, now that's a goddess. I mean, that was the first time I ever thought about, you know, a woman being like a goddess. You know, I'm just like, wow.
Do you know what? And that is true what you're saying, because there was a picture of these ladies, and they were more or less nude. They just covered like certain spots,
Right.
but they were nude, and it was the most tastefully sophisticated picture I've ever seen. It was natural. It was embracing their bodies, because they had, all of them had different body types, and it was promoting, you know, be confident in the skin that you're
Yes.
in, no matter what shape you are, no matter how old you are. Embrace, because you are just beautiful as you are. That is how you were created. That is how you are at this moment in time. So, and it's to be celebrated. So yes, I agree. There are certain ones like that is, you know, it's about confidence, it's about natural beauty, it is about, you know, not being ashamed of your body.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of natural beauty, you know, and you know, on the one hand, you know, today, you know, they got, you know, the booty shorts and it's kind of that. But you know what? Keeping it real, back in our day, we had hot pants, you know, and all that kind of, and so and all that kind of thing. So it's always been there. That's one end of the spectrum, okay. But on the other end of the spectrum, the most beautiful, sensual, sexy sight I have ever seen in my life. Well, this is years ago, and I'll say her name in a minute. She came out on stage and in a red in an African gown that had fitted her body and covered her from her neck all the way down to her ankles. But it was the most sensual, erotic, sexy thing I've ever seen. And I'm talking about Miriam Makeba.
Okay.
So you didn't see an ounce of skin. Now I can appreciate skin. I'm a Taurus. Don't get me wrong. Okay? But I'm saying here you did not see 1 inch of skin, but she exuded more sensuality than I've seen, you know, with a lot of skin exposed.
Right. I know
And you
exactly what you
can do
mean.
it like that, and it is very classy. It's be- absolutely beautiful and so flawless. I'm trying to describe it the best way I can. You know, maybe I'm not doing it justice, but yeah, it's it's incredible to see a woman dressed like that, you know.
That's why my favorite look of all time is the classic black cocktail dress. Whether it's a full length one or a
Thank you.
short one.
Thank
That
you.
is that does it for me. All this other Ruby
Thank you.
Rose
All that
type
other-
outfits, that don't do it. I'm kind of like, ugh. But
All that other stuff is extra. You give me the red or the black, and we good.
Come on,
Because I'm
my
a Taurus
brother.
too, so I feel you. I feel you.
My brother.
Well,
Adasha, you giving all these sisters the love, and we appreciate that. But you got it going on like that. Let's just put that out there.
me?
modest me.
I'm going to say thank you.
I was
going
about to say, just take the
own
compliment.
it.
Take the compliment.
I am. I'm going to own it and appreciate it. Thank you, my brother. I love you. Thank you.
We love you back.
We're gonna have Odessa going to the closet and taking the red and black dress to the cleaners in the morning.
You know,
You know what? You're laughing. I've got a few red dresses that I've got to bring to the cleaners. Nice ones too.
Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that.
Shimmy. What's
Go
that?
ahead and do that. I have a plane ticket to London.
my brother.
Hey,
We-
DJ One, you married. I'm looking for a singleton.
That don't mean nothing. I can look. I can look.
Yeah.
Gary,
Yeah,
I'll
we-
help you with your plane ticket money.
My brother. My Taurus brother.
I know everybody always asking, why is he always eating around this time? It's lunchtime for me.
And that's your trademark.
Yeah, I'm always going to be the one having something to eat. So
You are.
I'm always going to be that one.
Yeah. You're gonna be that one, DJ One.
Oh,
It's all
I'm
good.
gonna warn you now, Odessa.
What you warning me about?
That's one. That's one. I'm gonna let you slide on that one.
You're on your best behavior today. I am so surprised and amazed. Wow.
I told you, Mr. Smith came on. Or should I say Pastor Smith came on and did his thing. I'm being good. We just got out of church. I'm gonna be good, like we do on Sunday. Right after you get out of church, you don't cuss nobody out. You don't say nothing you ain't supposed to say. You like, I just got out of church. The Lord just blessed me. I ain't trying to be in no trouble. I ain't
Right.
trying to be in trouble. I ain't trying to be in trouble right now.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of church you went to, but the one I went to, there was always them women sitting there with them hats with them nets on up there talking about somebody and the way they was dressed and they coming out and cussing and stuff.
Oh.
What in the blank that she got on with her blank self?
You know what? I had those are the old ladies sitting in the front of the church talking about, look at what she got on.
Yeah.
And they would have the big old hats with the 3-piece dresses on.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit like that. I'm a non-conformist, I must admit. So when I go to church, I'm a bit better now, but when I was a bit younger, I was definitely the little rebel in the church. A little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, that's what used to make church exciting for me, is to hear who's gonna get talked about
with
next.
my dress sense. I kept it all covered up, but I did push the boundaries a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
But it was done with style, sophistication, and fashion. Yeah. And it was actually the elder ladies, they would look at me and they'd be like, whoa. But they'd love it. They'd be like, girl,
They should
you
have
rock
told you
it. And
They
I'd
should
be
have been
like,
telling you to
"Mom,"
dress your age.
I call them mom. I'll be like, Mom, I'm rocking it. If you got it, flaunt it.
They were living through you.
They should have been telling you, dress your age, girl. You young. Don't be dressing like us.
Yeah, you see, there's different ways in which you can do it, very tasteful and very classy. So I used to wear hot pants, but I'd have tights with it. I'd wear tights underneath it. I'd wear appropriate shoes for it, nice sturdy shoes with it, and then I'd have a nice blazer, nice fitting, not tight, tailored blazer with it. Oh, beautiful.
So you was with James Brown was saying that the girl over there with the hot pants on.
There you go.
I'm a tights lady. I wear all different kind of designs and multicolors. That's my trademark. I'm the tights lady. Different colors, different designs.
We
need a
want to
sundress
bring those
lady.
pictures for next time and to display those for our edification. Don't get quiet, Queen Adasa. We want to see those pictures.
Yeah.
Look how she
Look
looking.
at
She don't
she
take
not
pictures.
quiet.
Look.
Yes, Mr. Gary Hines.
Yes. And I'm sure your
Wait a
viewers.
minute. Did she just put on her sexy voice just to say yes?
She did, my brother.
I'm gonna sit back and eat this popcorn and act like I ain't even hear that.
It's not a sexy voice, it's my natural voice, DJ.
Well, then
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
That's her I'm tired voice. I know now.
You know it, Boozer Day. Boozer Day knows you very well.
Yes. Sometimes she'll call me after a show. I'll be looking at the clock like, you know what time it is for you back home? Why aren't you in bed yet? No, it'll be like a couple hours after my show, which would be like 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm like, what you still doing up?
Okay, and on that note, we're gonna be saying goodbye, good night.
Till next time.
Look, you notice how she
everybody.
leaned. You notice how she leaned into the mic to give you that soft yes, Gary.
That did not escape my attention, my brother.
Good. I'm here to help.
As Denzel would say, my man.
DJ One, keep eating your popcorn. Enjoy.
See, there you go again.
Yeah.
All right,
Fellas,
y'all. Every
gentlemen.
Thursday, same place, same time, 10 p.m. to midnight UK time.
That's
As they would
right.
say,
Eight
as they
p.m.
would say on the
8
back
p.m.
of
to
the
10
day,
o'clock.
same bat time, same bat
Ain't
channel.
that channel.
Yes, keep it locked with the After 8 show, everybody. 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. UK time. Translate the times wherever you are. So, what is that in EST? EST, that would be
3 p.m.
3 to
EST.
5. 3 to
5
5.
5 p.m. In Central Time, that will be 4 p.m.
No,
And
2 to 4.
2 to 4 in Central
Yeah.
Time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And 12 p.m.
that's
on the West Coast, the
Ooh.
best coast, home
That
of
will
the
be
Palm
PST
Season Chronic
time.
League.
12 to 8. Okay. That's just got to get it right. I
It's
tell
always
you
so
what.
hard to do that on the fly, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. Oh, please.
Because
Anyway, it's been
our
great.
daylight savings time kicked in.
Right.
Yeah, and the times have changed back again. But anyway, guys, Adassa is gonna tune out now, and I hope you have a beautiful day.
You
All right.
too.
Yeah.
Stop leaning into the mic.
She can't help it, Taurus.
I can't help it because I want to get your attention. So in order to get your attention, my voice does drop a little bit so you can listen attentively. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mission accomplished.
Thank you very
All
much,
right.
Mr. Gary Hines. Thank you.
Well, Uncle Uja Seneb, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Have a great day. I will see you guys next week. This time, everybody, have a beautiful week. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. God bless you all.
God bless.
And thank you, everyone. Oh, yeah. The After 8 show. Spread the word. Bye for now.